Hey traders, Joseph here from Eightcap. So today so far really continues to be about the USD, and if we're going to see a bit more of a prolonged rally develop. Risk markets gave back gains yesterday, finished lower and are currently trading lower so far today. The Aussie dollar has started to test / break a trend line. Now we will need to see probably one more rally up to fail and then a new decline just to really get that idea into motion. At the moment, we still see a bit of support presenting from that 71.25 level. So a break of that level would be pretty key just to signify that sellers are in control. Now, we can't really go any further without jumping over to gold. Now, gold had one hell of a move lower last night. We lost over 5.5%. Now, the US dollar has or could be a factor due to its recent strength. Another one really could be a new one in the mix could be the vaccine that Russia has basically put forward for approval to treat coronavirus. Now, if gold's being that heavily wound to basically the uncertainty revolving around the coronavirus, it could be a bit of a reason. Profit taking is pretty normal. It sort of explains a couple bars down, but yesterday sell-off, there had to be something more. So combined with the USD and maybe some good positive steps forward with the vaccine starting to potentially settle down global uncertainty could be a reason. But we have seen another blow-off move today, but the US dollar has been in pretty good form so far today, so buyers are pulling back pretty sharply at the moment, but we did see a decline down to another 2.46%. So if there are just a lot of people exiting after this really strong rally, that is also probably a contributing factor as well. So we'll have to watch this space. At the moment, we are starting to see a bit of a defense coming on the 1 hour from buyers at the that 1880 point. So if we did see a break and close below that level, it starts to put forward a bit more selling pressure. But we have seen a few attempts kick back from buyers now. There's really 3 attempts there, and we're seeing this nice push higher into the start of the European session. But we're really, on the short term, we would like to see that price point hold. And we are probably looking to see if we're going to get back to that average area. And when we do get back to that area and possibly back to that 1908, that's when it will become a little bit more interesting to see if new supply is going to start funneling back into the market from this area. So if we do see resistance from that area up to around here, it could signify that sellers will have another crack at testing that low. But we just need to see at the moment if buyers can get something going here, maybe put forward a bit of a rally up. So we'll see how we go into tonight's London session. Now, with a fair bit happened overnight, we'll try to get through it as quick as possible. The USD, as we've been discussing, has been continuing to move higher now. So we have seen this is its 5th day of gains to the Swiss franc, and we did see the dollar CAD pull back after a move lower yesterday, and we'll get to that in 1 second. So the resistance still continues here. We are breaking above this first point of 9178, but we do see plenty of more demand above the 9204 level. So buyers would want to put in a close into that area and then possibly look to break it to really signify that some strong momentum is coming in. If we did have another reaction from sellers, we'd want to see a new higher low develop, and that gives it a bit more evidence as well that possibility this is the start of a new short to medium term trend. So a new lower high or a break and close above this supply area here. Now, oil sort of fed the dollar CAD yesterday. We did have another move higher, but again, sellers came back into the market, really knocking it back down. So that resistance continues really from 42.40, and until we see a break and close above this area, oil just continues to stay where it is right now, range bound, unless we do see a break lower by sellers. And after pretty a decent little move down for 2 days. The dollar CAD continues to sit as an inside bar, but right now we are looking at support from 33.00, but we do see minor resistance from 33.47, and then once again some main resistance up at the 33.89.90 point. So unless sellers are able to break and close below some of these areas here, we can't see too much momentum in their favour, and unless we do see a break above this level, we can't see too much momentum from buyers at the moment right now as well. It's sort of just a stalemate right now. So I'm just going to finally settle on the US30, and just going to have a quick look at that. We did see a failed rally yesterday. We are seeing more buying now. So we would want to see buyers continue to hold higher prices just to signify this trend's going. If we do see a pullback, we'll probably be thinking, if it is a bit of a deeper pullback, that would look for some sort of resistance from buyers around 27.045. We still are above this resistance point, so that was a fair move and close above, and it did come in as support yesterday, and as the buying is continuing now in the out of hours session. So we would like to see, possibility this trend is continued a much higher. Any pullback would like to see a new higher low form, just to signify that this is a normal trend, and we're going to see a continued of up legs to come into fruition after the selling stops. So tonight we do have some key news coming out. We have US CPI data, and today we did have the New Zealand interest rate decision, which stayed on hold, but they did do an update to the asset purchasing program, and it's going to be around the 100 billion New Zealand dollar point. So that did have a bit of a negative effect on the Kiwi today. As we can see here, we did have a bit of a spike down, but it is slowly pulling some of that back at this stage. So that's it for now. We hope you have a fantastic rest of your trading day, and until tomorrow, good trading and bye for now.